So I literally just got back from San Diego Comic-Con. My flight into Phoenix landed probably about an hour ago. It's been a very long weekend, but I definitely want to go back next year for sure. But I took some footage over the weekend, not as much of it as I planned to, because things got kind of crazy, but I did film some stuff from the weekend that I'm kind of throwing together into a vlog, but it's gonna be really long, so I don't know if you guys are actually gonna want to sit through it, but yeah, so enjoy. Hello everyone, it is about 6:30 in the morning, Arizona time, and it is Wednesday, July 23rd. And today I'm going to San Diego for San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm still packing because I'm trash and I can't pack until the night before. So let's hope I don't forget anything. So I'm at Sky Harbor Airport and I'm here like 2 hours before my flight. So I went and bought the Avengers Comic-Con Entertainment Weekly magazine because, I mean, come on. And they have styles in here for soundbite of the week, and I'm really glad that they put this quote in here because it was pretty much golden. So there's that. Also, I went and bought the new Maxim, which I usually don't do, even though I probably should, but the reason that I bought it this week, or month rather, is because the love of my life is in it. Like, I'm dying a lot on the inside because of this, so there's that. Also, I brought 2 books with me, so hopefully I don't finish both of them before I even get on my flight, because I still have my flight. But yeah, so I'll check in with you guys when I land. Hey guys, so I just got to San Diego. Navigating the airport was very interesting. I missed my shuttle and had to wait like an hour, but I just checked into my hotel and I'm the first one here. So I'll just give you a quick little, pretty nice actually. I'm pretty stoked about it. I'm excited for everyone else to get here because, I don't know, it's kind of weird being here by myself. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited. San Diego is beautiful. It's like my favorite. Oh, we have a little balcony thing. That's awesome. But San Diego is beautiful. I love it here. But not too much is going on right now. I think I'm probably gonna like order some food or get some sleep before everybody else gets here. Cause even though I didn't really do anything, it's been a long day. But yeah, so I'll check in with you guys a little later. Alright, the vlogging is beginning. Oh, are you vlogging? I always tell myself I'm gonna do it, and then I never do it. I never will. And so there have been a couple times where I told myself I would do something, and then I went, no. And I never do it. So seeing as I'm not gonna ever have a first time at SDCC again, we're just gonna do it, and we're gonna see what happens. So look at that building. That building, though. There it is. Right there. Are we playing whatever this terrifying children's park is? Oh, look at the giant. Look at that. That looks like the human. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you guys. Jesus. I still don't know if I want to watch The Leftovers or not. Should we run it? No. Oh my god. Go. Fucking Christ. Oh my god. Else we all die. We made it. we survived. Nobody's dead. We're gonna be that woman like running towards the toilet now. Right? We just got judged really hard. We're gonna be the
Twilight Girl. It depends on like how many layers of irony you want, I suppose. Kind of meta. Yeah.
I feel like you can't do anything hipster now without like people just questioning it immediately, being like, so are they being ironic, or like do they just dress like that, or like, I feel like it's become such a thing that you just can't.
Leave your seats to take photos. Please remain seated once an event begins. Leave the room only when an event ends via the doors to your left.
Thank you for a few of you turning out. That's great. My name is John Cassar. And I have the fabulous duty of having to introduce a man that really doesn't need an introduction. You know him as Jack Bauer. I get to call him my friend, Mr. Kiefer Sutherland. Did you like Live Another Day?
Yeah!
Ron and I have made now 9 seasons of 24 together, and this is the most nervous I've ever seen him. I'm going to relish in this, and thank you for making him this nervous.
I'll try to be a good moderator, I promise. Yeah, we just kept talking about it. We'll just like sit down and talk like we always do. He looked at me and said, "My God, you've worked with so many episodes. How could you be nervous?" I said, "Look, 4,000 people in here." Okay, so we'll start. London. What was it like shooting 24 in London?
It was difficult. You know, they've got a lot of rules. The gun thing was a real issue. There would be moments in 24 over the 8 seasons that we did before we shot in London, where if we had an idea, we'd just go, "Oh my God, okay, this is a great opportunity for this or this or this." And literally, we could look at a guy named Sterling, who was a prop guy on our show, and we'd say, "Okay, we need an RPG." And he would just bring it out of his truck. That was not the case in London. We needed 6 weeks to even have a gun on set. We needed 6 weeks.
Locations.
Advance notice, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that became kind of difficult. Having said that, there was a fantastic kind of thing that happened out of that where we had to start thinking, okay, well, instead of just killing somebody, how else can we be dramatic about it? And so, kind of like Mother is a necessity of invention.
Like a window, for example?
Yes. And so we had to start thinking of different ways to do stuff. And so in the end, it was fantastic. The crew is amazing. That was a very difficult thing. We had shot for 8 years with the same crew. I think 30 some odd children were born. God knows how many marriages had succeeded and failed over the course of that time. But we had become very close, and so it was very odd shooting with a different group of people, and it took us a few months, actually, in all fairness, to kind of get close to each other. And I think we all stood off, in our own way. But it was, London was a fantastic experience. John and I had one kind of pivotal moment where we were shooting on the Thames River, looking down and John was setting up a long shot down the Thames. And we were thinking of everything from the defeat of the Spanish Armada, 700 years ago to now, or my gosh, sorry, 300 years ago. But it was amazing walking by a building that was 500 years old and it kind of looked average.
Yeah. There were a lot of them.
There was a texture in the UK where we got to shoot that was unique and special, and we kept acknowledging it.
And talk about some of the time.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Woo! How's everybody doing? Yeah! So we're going to do a couple of things here tonight. First, we're going to start with watching the trailer. Woo! Shall we do that?
Alright, Rob, what are we doing?
We're slowly dying. We are on our way back to join the Hall H line that we were in, and hopefully we're not going to get hit by a train.
Yeah, I feel like after waiting hours and hours to finally get a C wristband for Hall H, getting hit by this train would just not be productive at all, like that.
How close can we technically stand up?
Probably like right here.
I would assume the yellow line, but
like,
that's pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't do that. Don't just stop.
It's gonna be a very long night.
Oh, it's already a long night. It hasn't even started.
It's like, what, midnight, maybe?
I have no idea.
It's maybe like midnight at this point.
Let's check the watch. It is.
And
okay, this watch is either completely wrong or it is like 1:15.
It might be. I don't even know what time it is anymore. I've lost all track of time.
It is 1:15.
Okay,
it was completely
so
right.
it's 1, and our day has not even begun yet.
Our camping experience started at 7:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting, and if anything actually happens other than us trying to sleep, I will keep you guys updated, but I have a feeling it's just gonna be us laying on uncomfortable concrete for like 5 hours, 6 hours, something like that, but that's about how it's going right now.
Wait.
There's the
We're looking
convention.
to the crosshair. It's a green light. I just feel like it's gonna stop with us.
Oh no, I was asking if one week we'll switch out. See if I think right now.
What are you wearing? But thank you so much for coming into Hall H. Thank you for sleeping on the sidewalk. There are some amazing things, and I'm going to shut up so we can, let's just get this started.
Yeah!
I know, right?
Welcome someone to the stage who's standing off to the side. Maybe come on out here for a second if you want to. Get out here. Ladies and gentlemen, Zack Snyder! Stage to play with it.
Yeah, hey, how's it going?
It doesn't feel like, it's like we were here a year ago, and it feels like it was just yesterday.
Moments
ago. And now here you are.
Thank you for helping us out with that.
No, please, of course.
So really just was shooting last night, jumped on a plane and came here this morning to say, give you an update, let you know how we're doing, and couldn't couldn't be happier with the way everything's going. It's super amazing, just the talent and the sets and the special effects and everything is going amazingly well, and I couldn't be happier. You know, normally when people come to these things, they normally bring some shots, some footage, or some kind. I know. But you know, we're shooting right now, so I mean. Okay. We have a teeny little thing. It's a small. So,
what if it was just footage from the old George Reeves Batman?
It's a little teaser, it's a teeny little thing, so maybe we just take a quick look and check it out. Anything?
Oh, there you go.
Alright, I shut it off during because I was gonna probably comment. Anyway, so yeah, put a little something together, but also, I thought I'd bring a couple of my...
If you think I'm not going to take a picture of this, you're insane.
Go ahead, take a picture. So sweet. All right, guys, we got to go back and finish making the movie.
Is the microphone working? Is that working? Try it again. Hello. Yes. 21, what the hell's a gigawatt? It's gigawatt. You guys know that? It was gigawatt. They were saying gigawatt because we didn't know back then that it's a hard G. Welcome. How you doing, man? It's good to see you.
What's going on, man? How are you?
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you, too.
How are you enjoying Comic-Con so far?
Oh, but I haven't been out on the floor yet, but I'm going.
You're going to walk... Can you just walk on the floor?
With a mask on.
Take your clothes off, man. Like it's Magic Mike cosplay. He's real good. So let's talk a little about Jupiter Ascending. Mila Kunis and Sean Bean, obviously, are also in the film. Tell us a little bit about what it's been like to work on the movie and what people can expect.
Well, it's Wachowski, so I mean, you never know what you're gonna get with them. They're absolutely out of their minds. I mean, we really try to do something different, something that you've never seen before. It's not it's obviously not a book or a comic or anything. So they've really tried to push it.
Yeah, and obviously Mila couldn't be here.
Yeah, she's super pregnant.
Super pregnant. But
Wachowskis are actually shooting a TV show. They would have loved to be here as well. So they say sorry.
I think people are fine with the fact that you're here. You're nice. Does it feel weird? Do you feel like weirdly exposed with 7,000 people screaming and you're standing there?
I feel weird that I'm all the way over here.
Oh, come here, Jen. It's all right. You're going to be fine. Well, now since you're over here, we're going to take a picture.
Look at this stuff.
I know, that's giant you. Did you bring any footage? You want to show people something?
Yeah, let's play it.
That the Hobbit panel is about to begin. Swiftly, run! Hello.
to my 13-year-old self. Welcome to today's panel on Hobbit, Battle of Five Armies, and a celebration of Peter Jackson's Middle-earth, The Battle for 6 movies. My name is Stephen Colbert, and for everything like you don't just love these stories, you treasure the world of J.R.R. Tolkien. Let me take you to a time long ago, an earlier age, the time of Clinton, the dark days of dial-up internet. A rumor came to us that director Peter Jackson would be making an adaptation of the trilogy. At the time, many of us knew him only from his movie Heavenly Creatures. As great as that movie is, I wasn't sure there was room for hysterical, murderous teenage girls in Middle-earth. Other than, of course, Eowyn. I was worried that somehow he would take away my treasure, my hoard of precious Middle-earth stories. It was a very possessive, obsessive, very dragony feeling. So I found and followed everything I could about the progress of these movies. I remember seeing the first stills from the filming of Helm's Deep. I looked at every casting announcement. I scoured the work of John Howe and Alan Lee. I read the online debates about fantasy versus fairy tales. And I began to have hope. Not just hope that movies would be good, I was given hope that finally, people might not roll their eyes when I started talking about Middle-earth. That my head full of facts from Fëanor to Faramir might suddenly have some social value. That someone might say to me, "Hey Stephen, you know a lot about Tolkien, can you explain something to me?" And I would say, "Yes, oh God, yes, I will." And then the movies broke upon the world, and to steal a line from C.S. Lewis, here were beauties that pierced like swords or burned like cold iron. Here were movies that would break your heart. Good beyond hope. And rather than taking away our treasure, Peter and Fran Walsh, and Philippa Boyens, and Richard Taylor, and Grant Major, and Dan Hanna, and the cast and the crew, and Weta Digital, and the land and the people of New Zealand itself, added to our stories, complemented our imagination. The only problem, as I saw it, was that at a total running time of 11.5 hours, they were too damn short. See, this must be how Orlando Bloom feels. We wanted more! And though we had to wait nearly a decade, our patience was rewarded with the cast and creative team we love and trust, and we were invited back to Hobbit, to Rivendell, across the misty mountains cold, through water, wood, and hill, by reed and willow, to finally come face to face with the beautiful but dangerous silver-tongued villain of The Hobbit, the Lake Town Spy. I just hope I fulfill Professor Tolkien's vision. Before we bring out the panel, we have a few more clips to show you. These are clips from all 5 of the previous released Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies, many of which have never been seen, starting with one very powerful scene starring another member of the Lake Town Spy Network whose movie performance, for some reason, Peter Jackson decided to cut. Let's roll it. I have a question to start off for everyone on stage right now. Do you get that everywhere you go at this point? Or just everywhere in San Diego? Peter, how are you?
Hey.
Yes.
I'm very good, thank you, Stephen. Thank you very much for coming.
Well, on behalf of myself and everyone here and all the fans around the world over the last, how many years now since the first movie came out? 13?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Something like that, yeah.
Thank you very much for making these movies.
You're very welcome, thank you. I do have to send apologies from Martin and Ian and Richard, who would all love to be here, but Martin and Richard are on stage in London and unable to get away. And Ian's shooting a movie. That's right. Yes, that's what's happening, isn't it? Yes. But they do send their love, and I'm sure you'll see them again sometime.
Peter, are you done with the last movie yet?
No, we're still working. We're sort of, I mean, the creation of the movie never really stops, and so what we're doing at the moment, I mean, it's editing, but it's a lot more than editing because we've got battle sequences to do and a lot of other, rather intricate things, and so we're doing motion capture for that, or we're doing animation, in the case of some of the big creatures, and we're and so I'm supervising that. Then that goes on to the motion capture stage. Then I go on with a virtual camera and I film it, which I absolutely love doing. So I'm still shooting the movie in essence. They haven't stopped me filming it yet.
Well, if you're looking at computer big battle, I think we have 6,000 extras who might be able to watch.
I know, they would be good too, wouldn't they? They know what to do.
Well, let me ask you something about how the movies are made. As you said, you're doing a lot of this motion capture and going into the digital environment for the camera to capture things. The people who've worked together on stage, is this the first time some of you have met here at Comic-Con, even though you've done the movie together?
Yes. Some of us, yeah.
Yes? Have any of you ever been in scenes together and never met before? Yes?
We worked together, and I didn't meet Kate until well after I'd finished working with her.
Really?
It seems to be my run of things.
It was great. Wow. Did either of you complain that the other person was stealing focus?
Yeah, she took ages to come out of her trailer, and
You had that big long.
I kept eating all the snacks, and I was in the way all the time. Yeah, kind of amazing.
Peter, when you started back in 1995 when you first started about doing these movies?
95 or 96, I think, sometime like that.
So by the time this film is released, once it's released, and it'll still be running in 2015, you will have spent 20 years thinking about this world. Did you imagine that this was going to take a generation of your life? And is that a happy thing for me to say?
Well, it's a commitment, isn't it, really? It's a commitment. But no, and it's a commitment I really have enjoyed taking. It's been you never know what's going to happen next. I mean, the very first thing that we ever pitched to Miramax back in 95 was to make The Hobbit as a single movie, and if that was successful, we'd do 2 Lord of the Rings movies. That was the pitch. That was what we, things went a bit differently, didn't they?
Yes. Wait, it was originally pitched to be 2 movies?
Yeah, well, The Hobbit was going to be, we were going to shoot The Hobbit first as one movie, and then if that was successful, we would do Lord of the Rings back-to-back 2 movies. And that was the pitch to Miramax. That was the original. And so that was, everything just changes, it's organic.
Maybe we can just look at me. Maybe not. We can just leave it exactly the way you wrote it was probably perfect. So, it's a luxury though. You don't get someone who does that. I've never seen this kind of research. We went to a number of prisons to meet criminals and people who lived in this world.
We had one day which started at 4 a.m. at U.S. Steel in Gary, Indiana, because Chris's character is the son of a steel worker who got into MIT on a scholarship. That's all backstory. It's not in the film. Then later in that day, still dirty from the steel mill, we went to the Chicago Board of Trade, where things get hacked once in a while. And from there, we went to Statesville Prison, where Natural Born Killers was shot, if you remember that cylindrical place. And that was a normal day of prep.
Yeah.
You went to all types of really weird locations. That's
Yeah, we did about 74 scenes in 4 countries in about 66 days.
in 6 days?
66.
Oh, 66 days.
A little fast, not that fast.
So tell me a little bit about your character, Nick Hathaway, because you're no stranger to action, but he's a different type of action. He's more methodical and thoughtful.
Yeah, there's an intelligence this guy has that is kind of unmatched to a lot of people in his world as far as the cyber world goes. He came from a working class background and was working in a steel mill, as Michael said, and had this kind of knowledge and this ability, and then fell into cybercrime and ended up on the wrong side of the law. And when we meet him in the film, he's pulled into a situation where they need his assistance because of the skills he has, and all of a sudden he has an advantage from where he was in the past.
Now you guys started shooting around the time of WikiLeaks and Edward Snowden, when that all started erupting. So how, we touched about a little bit on it before, but how do you feel that the film reflects the age we're living in today?
We started researching.
Master of dark fairy tales, the one and only, you know him and love him, easily one of the nicest guys I know, Guillermo del Toro. To the genre that you really helped define. Why is it the right time for you to return to horror?
Well, I wanted to make a movie that was able to blend two sides of my personality. After I did Mimic was such a tough experience that I said, I'm going to do the more painterly, sort of beautiful and creepy things in my Spanish language films, and I'm going to do the big pop sort of pulp fun movies in English. And then after having such a great experience with Legendary on Pacific Rim, I had such a blast with them that they came back. Universal had acquired a project that was very personal to me. Donald Langley loved it. It was called Crimson Peak. And it's a gothic romance. And it was very delicate. I thought, no, I'm going to just produce it. I kind of risked it. But when Legendary said, let's do it. Let's do it the way you want it. They said it's R-rated, has incredible beauty, but it's also very violent. They said, that's okay. I go, okay. So I thought
recording sessions and show you what had been done previously.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
When I went down to Oregon, the animators were on the sets, but they stopped obviously, and I came in. They were telling me the sequences they were doing, so they were kind of in between it, but I didn't get to watch them in their zone.
Hi, what's your question?
Hi, I'm a writer, and I was a little curious about the script. For animation, do you add in like Sir Ben Kingsley at this point, like makes a loud gasp or farts or?
The amazing Gail, played by Rosario Dawson. Dwight McCarthy from Dame to Kill For, played by Josh Brolin. Nancy Callahan, Jessica Alba.
Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome to Hall H. Hall H says hello.
To mess with. As the matriarch of the incredibly dysfunctional Sons of Anarchy family, she goes to extreme, let's face it, somewhat questionable ends to defend her family. Please welcome Katie Seagal. She recently wore a corset and was brutally terrifying on that plantation in 12 Years a Slave. You can find her on TV as a leader of the Witches' Coven, as an asylum inmate, or as a medium, depending on what season of American Horror Story you've watched. Please welcome Sarah Paulson. She's played up to 12 different characters, all in one. And she makes each one of them so unique, it's easy to forget that you're watching just one gifted actress. Please welcome Tatiana Maslany. This woman has also starred in a Steve McQueen movie, and you may know her for her role as Rachel Robinson in 42, but it's likely that it's her star turn alongside Tom Mison in the surprise TV hit Sleepy Hollow that's caught your attention. Please welcome Nicole Bahari. She may be one of our youngest panelists up here today, but she's also one of the feistiest. She plays Arya Stark in Game of Thrones. And last, but definitely not least, is our final panelist, the woman who dreams of being queen one day, as Marjorie Tyrell in Game of Thrones. And she's continuing her ass-kicking skills in the Hunger Games. Please welcome Natalie Dormer. Hi guys. Hi. Nice to be here. So clearly all the characters you play have made quite an impact with audiences, as we just saw. And what I'd like to know from all of you is, what was that first scene in the script when you first read it and you thought, I have to do this part?
Well, I hadn't really acted before and was really young, so it wasn't like I need to do this role. It was kind of just more of a hobby at the beginning. But yeah, I thought she was kind of similar to me. But yeah, then my 12-year-old head didn't realize that it was going to turn out to be this. But yeah, I'm glad that it has.
I think for me, in the first season of Sons of Anarchy, I got to take a syringe to Drea De Matteo. And it was in the most conniving and calm way that I threatened her life. And I've never done that, so it was really something that I would want to do. Plus, I got to wear all that leather, so that was good.
Yes, she does. I guess for me, it was probably the scene in season 2 where Lena Winters had to simulate masturbation while trying to convert herself, to make herself a heterosexual, even though she was homosexual. That was a challenging thing to do. For my father and mother to watch. Really something. That was probably the one thing that made me know I wanted to do it.
For me, it was the opening scene of season 1 of Orphan Black. There's just the introduction of Sarah's character and yes, of your character. I just wanted to be you, really. Sarah's character and her sort of, she wasn't likable in any way. Everything she did was sort of deplorable and really, she wasn't a good person on the outside. And I really was drawn to that idea and I was fascinated by her and wanted to embody that sort of criminal thing.
And for me, the audition scene for Marjorie Tyrell was the famous scene where she offers Renly Baratheon to use Loras in the room with her own brother, whatever will get it going. And I had watched watched Maisie season 1 of Game of Thrones, and I thought Thrones just wrote really three-dimensional, complex women really well. There was equality there, which was wonderful, so I just wanted to be a part of the show.
when I read in the script, asked the question, so you've been emancipated. I figured, I think I should go for this. And show them just how emancipated I am.
Because you're not here to see me, I'm going to bring out, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Feige! Hello, Mr. Feige, how are you?
I'm very, very good.
Good.
Hello.
How are you feeling?
I snuck out there to watch that piece with you guys because it still blows my mind. The Guardians of the Galaxy that comes out next Friday.
I went to you let me come to the premiere, and honestly, it is beyond any, and I swear I'm not just saying that because you're here, but James Gunn has managed to make a visually stunning film that is hilarious and action. It's absolutely go see it.
But it is our 10th Marvel Studios movie. The 10th movie that takes place in our cinematic universe, and I can't believe it, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, because it always starts in this room. It always starts with you guys. 2000, whatever, 6 or 7. It's been amazing. And we put that piece together just for this room. Cool. What's exciting, particularly this year, is we had a movie called Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Guardians comes out this Friday, and I love the notion that you guys are just as excited for part 2 or part 3, something that you've already seen before, the next adventure, but you're just as excited for something fresh and something new. Talk about today is 2015. We were doing a very similar thing. We have a movie called Avengers: Age of Ultron that comes out. And then we have something new. Ant-Man is finally coming out. You want to meet some people involved in Ant-Man? The director of Ant-Man, Peyton Reed. This is the first time visiting Comic-Con of the Ant-Man I'm about to introduce you to. Paul Rudd. His name is Darren Cross. We also call him the Yellow Jacket in the film. Corey.
I like this group.
That has come from various far-flung locales to say hello to you.
Oh my God. What the
fuck? They're getting closer and closer. You want to meet Jeremy Renner? Hawkeye. Oh, yes. Bruce Banner is here.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Maria Hill, Kobe Calder. The former director of S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury Sanders. Captain America.
Some new heavy hitters joining this long bench of talent. We would like to welcome to the Avengers family, Aaron Taylor Johnson. You must now know him as Vision Paul. Welcome, Avengers.
Other stuff that happened over the course of the weekend that I got to do and experience that I didn't really film too much of. Did the Sleepy Hollow Oculus Rift experience, which was really cool. Went over to Petco Park and kind of walked around down there to see what was happening. The exhibition hall was huge and it was overwhelming and amazing. I walked past a couple signings a few times, so I got to see the Walking Dead cast, Supernatural cast, Sons of Anarchy cast, the 100 cast. Kevin Bacon was there for the following, so that was really cool. On Friday, I ran into Tom DeLonge and his family, which was really random but really cool. I got to see All Time Low play like a little show one night. What else happened? There was just so much. On Monday, since the con was over, my friends and I just kind of walked around. We saw the Contemporary Art Museum. We walked around and looked at some cute little shops. But yeah, overall it was just a very packed, crazy weekend. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna take me a while to recover, and I definitely want to go back. So until next time, this is Taylor signing out. See you guys later.